Now, we have got a new guest to talk to, though, have we not, I think, because we're going to talk about politics and pubs. I'm not quite sure about this. I don't know quite what it's all about, so I'm hoping that it's all going to be explained to me by our next guest, who is, of course, Joan Kennedy, founder of an organisation called Politics in Pubs. Joan, very good morning to you.
Good morning, Mike. Thanks very much for having me on the show.
Has anyone ever told you you are the
I thought I had the
spitting
banner
image?
properly in the background, but never mind.
No, that's all right. Has anyone ever told you the spitting image of Rachel Johnson?
No, they haven't.
Really?
No.
Because you do look a bit like Rachel Johnson, you know.
Okay.
Which is no bad thing, by the way. She's a very attractive woman. Tell us about politics in pubs. What's it all about?
Well, it's all about getting together once a month. We usually have a speaker, and it's people who want to be able to question and speak openly.
Right.
Interested in politics. We tend to want to play our part in Britain, and we believe the current political system is broken.
Yes.
So that's the gist of it, really.
Okay. And why did you decide to start it up? Was there one particular sort of event that led you to say, this is what we need to do?
Right. Well, the first group was in Manchester, which is where I am. Right. And at that point, we were a group of people who had been part of Leaver's groups, so Leaver of Manchester, Leaver of Bury, and other groups in the area. So we were keen that the referendum on the EU was actually implemented. Right. So we'd done quite a bit of campaigning around that. So whenever we hit January 2020, we sort of thought, what do we do now? Do we just disband? And we decided, no, we do want to carry on. So we formally launched in autumn 2020, and we've now got a group in Newcastle upon Tyne and a new group starting in London this month, right. In fact. Okay. So we've got a website. We're totally grassroots, totally volunteer run, but we're very much about people getting on with it and organising their own group as long as they support free speech and they're non-party aligned. Obviously, individuals in the group can be members of political parties, but as an organisation, we want to keep a sort of open sort of view and invite everyone in, really.
Yes, no, it's great. And I'm looking at your website now, and you've got the Together organisation there with Alan Miller, the Academy of Ideas, all people that we talk to a lot, Comedy Unleashed, Taxpayers Alliance, Free Speech Union, New Culture Forum. You know, they're all fantastic organisations. Have you encountered any difficulty with actual pubs? I mean, do you go to pubs and say, we'd like to have an event, and then they have to agree to put it on?
We haven't. So we tend to meet in Manchester. We tend to meet in the suburbs. Often the pubs are very happy to have a group take over a room midweek. Right. We do know of groups in Manchester that have had problems, like one of our partner groups, Cancelling Cancel Culture. And we're not doing anything unusual. Lots of people all over the country are trying to do a similar thing. Right. So yes, they have had to either find a new venue or learn from their first lessons and not publicise the venue name until.
Isn't it amazing, right? That when you want to represent free speech, that there are people out there who want to stop you from doing that, which I find staggering. Pooch, our producer here, very much a supporter of free speech, says if you want to do one in London, he'd be happy to come along and film it for you.
Oh, fabulous, fabulous. Well, we have got one starting. I'll just get my notes in front of me. Yeah, it's going to be on Monday, the 20th of April.
Okay.
And it's, yes, now I will...
you don't have to tell us where it is if you don't want to alert people to it.
But the details are on the website.
Okay. Is it somewhere central?
It's SW1, SW1V.
Okay. All right. Yep. Sounds like not a million miles from here, Pooch, by the sounds of it. Well, we'd love to come along, and we'd love to support it. We could play it right here on the channel as a well, maybe I'm not going to live stream it, but something like that. But yeah, so it's a great thing. And what sort of people would you say would you describe as the people who kind of turn up? Is it a cross section of Britain, if you like?
Nearly. The sad thing is that we don't get many people attending who admit that they support or vote for the Labour Party, for example.
Ah.
And
Well, they don't like free speech, do they, the Labour Party? I mean, sorry.
I'm sure some of them, surely must see the benefit. I mean, we have had a wonderful speaker, Graham.
Graham Stringer?
Oh, thank you very much.
There you go. Yeah, he's the only decent Labour MP. He's the only guy that whenever anybody asks me, there must be one decent Labour MP, we go, yeah, it's Graham Stringer. Who everybody thinks at some point is going to join Reform because he makes more sense than
he had no security. He was fabulous. Everybody really appreciated him attending and really enjoyed what he had to say.
Yes.
He was very good. Yeah.
Yeah. And
we did ask him, why are you in the Labour Party? But never mind.
Yeah. And when you do speak to people, and I don't know what the kind of the setup is in terms of your events, but I presume you have a chair and you have sort of people that come and talk to the chair and all that. What kinds of issues do you see most people wanting to talk about? What kinds of things do they talk about?
So we have a huge range of things that we've talked about. So last year we had digital ID, the Supreme Court ruling, for instance. We've had grooming gangs, the state of trade unions, reforming Lancashire Council, globalisation versus nationalism, holding power to account, assisted dying. So it tends to be current topics, but they're big topics usually. Yes.
Right. Because there's so much going on, isn't there? And I think it's the good thing, the thing I like about what's happening at the moment, despite the fact that we are, it's seemingly, heading on a downward slide towards the bottom of the heap, is that it is politicising more people. More people are actually getting used to actually having an opinion, voicing that opinion and getting out there and getting involved, because I think part of the problem that we have is that so few people have been involved in politics over the years that we've kind of allowed the political class to take over. And they now think they can tell us what to do, all the way down to, by the way, telling you what to do with your food, because we've now got, I think it's this week, that all the councils in Britain have issued these little, buckets that you're supposed to put your waste food in, and somebody's going to come around and collect it and take it away. And I'm kind of going, one, I don't waste very much food, as if you look at me, you can see that I don't. I tend to eat most of it. Also, I don't want people coming to take away my food. I don't want to keep waste food under the counter so that rats can come into my house and eat it, and foxes can come into the yard. I'm not interested. And nobody asked me if I wanted to do that. And suddenly every single bleeding council in the land is doing it.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but that's crazy.
Go. There's one for your next meeting.
Yeah, very possibly. I mean, something you said earlier in the show was that we've got a lot to fix, and I think that is what is galvanising people, so many people, is that sense, and that we can't trust politicians to do anything. So we've got to do it ourselves, and it's working out how we do that, isn't it? We've got to get there, but it's our country.
Absolutely. So do people have to join anything to come and to your events, or can they just turn up?
They just turn up. I think the London meeting, we're asking people to register, but they're free events. We have had collections just to cover expenses, but sort of not obligatory. It's working even better than we thought it would when we first started. Yeah.
No, I like the sound of it. I think it sounds like a very noble endeavour. Brilliant. Joan, thank you very much indeed. We'll tell people about the event in London, the 20th of April, did you say?
Yes, that's what I said. Monday.
Yeah. Okay. And if you go on the website, which is called politicsinpubs.org.uk, you'll find the venue, you'll find where to go, and just get involved in it, really, because I think it's a great thing.
Yes, and if anybody wants to set up with their own group, get in touch.
Yeah. All right, great. Joan, good to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed.
Thanks
Joan
very
Kennedy
much.
There, who is from the Politics in Pubs organisation, founder of Politics in Pubs.